It's a new hit list on 102.7 Kiss FM. I'm Kayla, and I have Asher Angel. Hi, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having
How
me.
are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. How about yourself?
I'm doing okay. I feel like we are kind of going through a lot right now with everything that's happening in LA. First, I want to ask you, how are you doing? How are the people that you love doing with all the fires and stuff?
Doing okay. You know, it's super scary what's happening out here.
Yeah.
It's absolutely devastating. I have some extended family out here who have had to evacuate, so it's just been it's been scary.
It's
So
been
I
a
just
crazy 2 weeks.
yeah, keeping everyone in my thoughts and prayers and sending all that. So.
Yeah. Are you originally from LA?
I'm originally from Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Okay. So when did you come out here?
Well, I still live there. I just travel here for work, really, but
Okay.
yeah, that's home.
Wow.
I never want to leave. I'm obsessed with it.
I feel like a lot of people leave here and go there.
Yeah, we get all the snowbirds now. Like it's super packed there now, so it's hard. People are starting to find out about
How
AZ,
nice it is.
unfortunately, and how nice it is.
It's
and
beautiful.
just don't
Everyone's
come
like,
in the summer. That's it.
why? It's too hot?
So
Oh
it's
my gosh.
brutally hot. It's just like this dry heat. It's not like it's no humidity, just straight dry heat. You get cooked in the sun.
Can't do it. I'll take LA.
Yeah, so you say it. Just don't go in the summer. But yeah, we love LA.
We were talking a little bit earlier. Asher and I actually met about 5-6 years ago. We did Radio Row at the Billboard Music Awards, and you were promoting Shazam. You were my height at that time. Voice was not as deep. A lot has happened in the 5-6 years. Are there any big milestones that have happened since?
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I finally made my transition into the country world, which is very exciting. Went through a brutal breakup, which kind of gave me a lot of inspiration, and I had a lot of time to just digest, really the kind of music I want to make. I mean, moving forward, because, being young and, I've been in the industry for quite some time. I never really got the chance to use my voice and make the kind of music I've always wanted to make. I kind of was just getting, put in these rooms and like I enjoyed it, but, I wanted to talk about things that, I've experienced, that I've gone through, and not just sing about, stuff that is not meaningful whatsoever, and like I can't even relate to it.
Yeah.
So.
I bet being in the industry at such a young age, it was kind of hard too, because you didn't really get to have a normal childhood like, other people do. How was that?
I love this question because people ask me it all the time. They're like, you didn't go to high school, you didn't go to middle school, like you had.
Oh, you didn't do it? Were you homeschooled?
Yeah, homeschooled
Okay.
for a majority of my life. Pretty much, yeah, all of my life since like middle school. But I feel like I got a pretty good I think my friends probably helped with that. Like I've had like the same friend group since I was like, since middle school. So I've known them my entire life. So they kind of, keep me in the loop on what's happening. I go to visit them in college now. So
Yeah.
it's so I kind of got somewhat of an experience, not like the full thing, but I'm grateful for that.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't give it up for anything.
But ultimately, you're doing what you love, and that's what's most important.
Exactly.
So this
number one priority.
Yeah. This break that you took, why did you feel like now is the time to come back, kind of reintroduce yourself in this new light? Why now?
I think just with everything that I went through, like all the hardships, the struggle, I mean, I've overcome a lot of adversity, and I never really put that into my songwriting before. Like it's just like a really vulnerable thing. And it's hard to talk about. Like I told you before, I never did that. Like it was just like, here's a song, sing it. I'm 16 years old. All right, let's do it. So I mean, now it's like I feel like I birthed something really special through my art, through my experience, and I just hope that I know tons of other people have gone through something similar, and I just hope that they can relate to that.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
So you have shifted lanes you're now in like the pop country space.
For sure.
Is that because it's the type of music that you like listening to? Like why the change?
Yeah, growing up, I just, that's the kind of music I always loved. Like I love Chris Stapleton, John Mayer, like just that's always been like my vibe. Like that's why I picked up a guitar in the first place. Like like I love dancing. Like it was cool. Like people were like, you're a triple threat. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I guess I did musical theater. Like it's kind of how I found my love for the arts. But that's why I wanted to do music, learning guitar and writing. Like that's always been a huge passion of mine, and that's where I go to cope with my feelings. So
Yeah.
put it in my art.
Wait, so you did musical theater. So you're like a Broadway nerd. Do you like Wicked and
For
stuff
sure.
like that?
I mean, my mom is probably a bigger Broadway nerd than me, but no, we're both big Broadway nerds. We love Broadway. We always go to New York. especially when I'm doing press, we'll go see, every Broadway show that she can get us into. So
Broadway is my entire life. Like, I love
Really?
it so much. Would you be in a Broadway show? Would you go back to your roots?
My roots, I know.
Your mom's looking at you like, yes, you will. If I have a say.
Like, of course, I want to. I want to do everything, right? I mean, there's just so many things I want to do, but yeah, such a hard question for me to answer right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope I can eventually go back to my roots. I think that's the goal, right? That's the goal.
Yeah.
But there's definitely some things I want to get set in stone before I go back.
Okay. Well, you're in this new era. Your new song is called Alternate Ending. The kickstart to your new era that you're kind of introducing to the world. Why did you feel like this was the song that you wanted to put out as your first one?
Because it's everything that I went through, like those 5 months of just pain. So yeah, it was hard. It was really very hard. It's actually hard because it's like I'm talking about it. It's still hard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I think that's the beauty of it, right?
Yeah. And when you're watching the music video, you can tell the pain.
Yes.
It translates so clearly across, and it's impossible to watch that and listen to it and not feel something. When you were writing it, what exactly were you going through?
Just, I think I think the hardest part for me was like, it wasn't just, I guess my previous relationship, like it wasn't just like a year, it wasn't 6 months. It was like 4 years. So it was a very long time. And I know it's young love and like, people go through it, but
it still hurts.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I guess the hardest part for me was like knowing that person for 3 years and then, in the end, how she ended up handling the situation and just took a large toll on me. So
yeah,
but,
I can tell it still hurts.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But we're working through it. This is, I think that's the amazing part of being an artist, right? Is just putting all that hurt into, the lyrics and painting a picture, telling the story. And, it's true, genuine storytelling now.
And I think it's another level of anxiety when you have this song that's like your baby. Like you wrote it in your intimate moments with yourself and your feelings, and then you got to put it out into the world for people to judge it and critique it and have opinions about it. How does that make you feel?
It's stressful. It's still stressful, but I'm definitely in a way better place than I was. Like I'm happy. I'm doing what I love. I'm surrounded by people that I love. But like, yeah, the response is, is definitely like scary, right? Because I mean, this is my baby, and like I'm finally letting the world hear my baby for the first time. So it's very, very vulnerable.
Yeah, but there's something about it when like your favorite artist can be that vulnerable. It just bridges the gap between you and your fans, and it makes them love and understand you even more. And so I love that you're doing this. Is there a project that's linked to it?
There's definitely this is just one piece to the bigger picture of the puzzle. Yeah, so an album is on the way for sure.
And the album, what tone is that gonna be?
It's all about my relationship. So I'd say it's just every song gives you more and more insight to the story and how things went about. And I thought that's originally why I put Alternate Ending out, because that was the first thing I really went through, and it opened the door, I think, to the rest of the story. But that was like the first, like, just made sense to come out of the gate with Alternate Ending. It just did. Yeah. And it felt right.
Yeah. So the people that are just now getting introduced to you for the first time, just now discovering your music, what do you want them to know about the type of artist that you are?
Well, for all you new listeners, really appreciate y'all. I think my new music coming soon. I think you can expect just true, genuine, authentic storytelling. And it's a merge of my both worlds of pop and country, and it's very, very special. It's very, very meaningful. Yeah, give it a listen if you like it. Come to a show. Can't wait to tour this year and finally get to see my fans. I mean, it's all I've ever wanted.
Really?
Yes.
Have you ever toured?
I toured when I was younger, but like
does
I was.
That count?
Yeah, it doesn't. It just doesn't count.
Yeah.
Like maybe when I was 15, but that wasn't really the music I wanted to make.
Yeah.
But I still enjoyed being up on stage and seeing the fans and interacting with the fans because that's what I love to do. I just want to put a smile on people's faces. So just can't wait to get back to
What
that in
is it like being
2025.
up on stage and hearing them sing like your lyrics back to you? I bet that's just a trippy feeling.
Yeah, it's just like there's nothing better. Like there's nothing that beats that. Like
Yeah.
it's like going to the gym and like taking like pre-workout before the gym. Like you're all and like you go to the gym and you're all buzzed out and you're like, oh, I'm gonna lift some heavy weights now, right? It's like that, but constant,
Mhm.
right? Constant adrenaline and just fulfillment. So
Yeah. What's the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to you on stage?
I think I did something for iHeart, but this is I was
Uh-oh.
probably like when I was 15 and I was playing a show, right? It was a very intimate show. Just had my guitar and I was killing it. It was like 2 songs in maybe. And then I get to the 3rd song, my strap completely breaks, falls to the floor. It's great.
And then
I was like, this is going great. And then the strings broke. So, I go to pick it up and I'm like, oh.
and then you're fumbling all over the
I'm
stage.
fumbling all over
Sorry,
the place.
guys.
I'm like, oh, sorry, guys. It's just so horrible. But, I played it off pretty well. Can't lie.
Oh, my gosh.
Just, did a little acapella session with everyone. And, but that was probably like to date the most embarrassing I was pretty embarrassed.
Well, now you're all grown up. You're what, 22, 23?
Yeah, it probably still happened to me today, not gonna lie. So
Are you
just
like
embrace it.
Are you a clumsy person in
I'm
general?
very clumsy. Like, yeah, I don't know. Just
Whatever,
like,
it happens.
it happens, right? I guess, yeah, it is what it is.
Well, we're excited for this new journey. You know who I see you collaborating with?
Tell me.
Kelsey Ballerini.
Oh, it's my girl.
I don't know why.
Love
I
her.
can hear it
She's amazing.
in both of y'all's tones. Who would you want to collab with?
That would be an amazing
yeah.
one. Lainey Wilson would be amazing. Megan Maroney would be cool.
Okay.
Got to throw in a male artist as well. Riley Green. He's killing it.
Okay.
Love Riley Green. And shout out Hudson Westbrook. Loving his music. And Ty Myers, too.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot. That's what I'm saying. It's so hard because I'm like spitfiring in my head. I'm like,
it's okay. Like I see the passion, and I feel like you're just. I can't wait to see where this takes you.
Thank you.
Any other genres you want to dip and dab into? I know right now you're in like the pop country, but would you try something else?
I think this is
a little rap.
I can't rap.
Can you rap a little bit?
So horrible. It's just. I know it's so funny that you say that because I've tried to freestyle with my friends all the time, and I'm probably the worst.
It is a no.
I know it's like Asher, you are the singer and the songwriter, but you can't freestyle.
We all got our strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
It's okay. Just stick to.
Just stick to my, my daily job.
I love it. I love it. Okay, before I let you go, this is a new hit list, and we love spotlighting new artists and new songs that maybe people don't know about.
Yeah.
So is there an artist or a song on your playlist that you want to highlight and give some love?
Ends of Earth with Ty Myers. Been listening to that on repeat.
Ends of Earth with who?
Ty Myers.
Ty Myers.
Yeah.
What's his genre? I don't know.
Great song. Country.
Country.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Really great song.
Well, Asher.
And House Again by Hudson Westbrook. Another great song.
House
Throw in those
Again?
two. Yes.
Period.
Period.
Asher, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
It was a pleasure talking with you. And we love your song.
Thank you. See you soon.
It's a new hit list.